In the spotlight today, the all-new BTMETER BT-770S. For your viewing pleasure, this is one really neat-looking little multimeter with lots of bells and whistles. And guess what? It's not even Christmas yet. Let's take a look. BT-770S is brand spanking new, hot off the presses. So thank you, BTMETER, for supplying me with this multimeter for the review. 770S ships in your nice, plain vanilla brown box. Sturdy, no complaints. What do you get in the box? Well, that's a good question. All sorts of goodies, as you can see, starting off with the nice, high quality. I'm saying high quality because it has a really decent zipper and overall decent case. You've got a little pouch here for some extra stuff you might want to bring along. I mean, who knows what you want to put in there. Get your thermocouple because, yes, the 770 does temperature. Oh yeah. You get two types of leads. First of all, you get your standard HP style leads that BTMETER utilizes. These are rated at 1000 volts, Cat 3, 20 amps. Kind of soft and supple, pointy, and fairly long. You have decent shrouding on the end. I mean, generally speaking, you know what? They're okay. Hey, I've seen a lot worse. Finally, you get a nice pair of crocodile-style jacks. Not jacks, rather leads. And they have a really nice banana plug style end with that add-on so you can stick on another pair of test probes and do all sorts of wild and crazy things. Awesome, good job. Let's talk about color. What do you think? Yeah, that's not your typical BTMETER look. No, as we've seen in the past, some of the BTMETERs have that orangey. This is more of a rust kind of a. God, it's hard to describe really. I call it sunset. It's like a sunset color, kind of romantic. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. I don't mind it. And something else that is kind of neat as well is the numerics will actually show up in the dark quite well. So that's always a good thing. Kudos to BT for thinking of the little things. But shape-wise, very similar to the Whole Peak series of multimeters. You can definitely tell that they are from the same DNA. Flip them around, once again, pretty close. Now you do have that nice magnet, and this is one powerful magnet, let me tell you. Yeah, I mean, that sucker is in there. So no problems hanging around with your BTMETER with that guy. The tilting bail or tilt stand, as you can see, once again, very, very similar. Now the main difference here is these are both non-ranging multimeters, but let's look at the ranges. It goes from 20 volts DC to 1000. That's quite a jump. Here we've got 660 and 600, then 1000. I definitely prefer this type of stepping stone on the BTMETER. A lot more useful. Let's take a look at the selector switch, starting off at 1000 volts DC. Volts AC up to 750 volts. Frequency up to 10 megahertz. On the high current side, 20 amps AC. On direct current, 60 microamps to 20 amps. Capacitance up to 100 millifarad, 100,000 microfarad. NCV or non-contact voltage. Transistor testing with HFE mode. Temperature in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. Continuity and diode. Finally, resistance up to 60 mega ohm. So at the top left we have the on-off power switch. In the middle is a rel button, and on the far right is the select switch. And to the right of that we have the HFE or transistor slots. That's power on the BT-770S for the first time. Wow! No longer a virgin. Yes, the 770S is alive and glorious. What does that mean anyway? I don't know. Okay, taking a look at the display, what do you think? A little bit of glare. No, it's kind of that chunky, bold. Oh, you know, nothing to get excited about really. Now, in terms of backlights, there is no backlight button on the meter. That's because, once again, this uses the photocell style technology. Put my finger over, and believe it or not, that backlight is enabled. Now, unlike its predecessor, the 760C Whole Peak, if I turn this one on, look at the difference in backlight. Yeah, so quite quite a upgrade or downgrade in terms of backlight, but there you go. I'm going to actually bring the lights down in the studio, see if that backlight can come on. It's still not coming on, so I will put my finger over, and now it's coming on. So it has to be quite dark in order to get that backlight functioning. Definitely I prefer having the backlight available as a button toggle whenever I choose. And as you can see, quite a bit more, quite a lot dimmer than the whole peak. Starting off with the precision voltage reference, should be looking at 250 millivolts, and we are a little short at 249.7. Here we should be looking at 2.50, and spot on. Resistance is next. By the way, guys, hope everybody's having a great summer out there. It has been hot and brutal summer here in Canada. Oh my gosh, I swear to God, I'm going to wake up to a palm tree outside my house one of these days. It has gotten so hot lately. But hey, for us at least, autumn, then winter. Oh my gosh, more white stuff, but oh well, what can you do? Okay, back to the work at hand. Resistance mode. Going to see how quick this is to range. I've got it in the 60 mega ohm setting right now. And here we go, sitting at 9 mega ohm. And you know, that was really fast actually. Let's bring it down to 8 mega ohm. Spot on. Down to 5 mega ohm. Nice and fast, liking that. 2 mega ohm. And 1 mega ohm. Quick to settle, yeah, resistance wise. And we'll check out the resistance in the lead, see how they are. Spot on. No need to rel out the leads. Good stuff. Alrighty guys, head to head, here we go. Starting off at 1 volt according to the UNI-T power supply. And let's take it up. I'm gonna set it 6 volts even Steven. 5.97 for the whole peak, 6.01 for the BT-770. Gonna take it up to 15 volts even, 14.95 and 15.03 for the 770. So far the 770 is a little bit more accurate than the whole peak. Okay, let's bring it up to 20 volts. 19.93 for the HP 760C, 20.04 or 5 for the 770. Okay, up and away. 26 volts even. And as you can see here, we are running into the first problem with that whole peak, the fact that it has such a strange set of DC volt ranges. So I have to bring it up to the 1000 volt, and right away we're losing a lot of resolution because of it. Alrighty, 25 volts for the 760C, 26.07 for the BTMETER. Taken up to max 32 volts, 32.08 for 770, and 31 something because we can't see due to the lousy resolution on the 760Z. Alrighty, definitely this one goes to you, Mr. BTMETER. Take a bow. Take a bow. That's right. That's right. Rub it in. Rub it in. You are the champ. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go from voltage to frequency. Remember, the BTMETER has a maximum 10 megahertz. Let's see how good it is. Starting off at 279 kilohertz, and as you can see, spot on. Move up to 379, showing us 380, 479, and oh, that's a little high. Let's try 579, and oh my God, 1.1 megahertz. Okay, interesting. So unfortunately, the frequency setting just goes awry after about under 1 megahertz. It's oh, hang on, here we go. No, I thought maybe we had something. It is all over the map. Okay, sitting at 2.479 megahertz right now, and it is showing 2.5 megahertz. Close enough. 2.579, and then it is going squirrely. Yeah. So, well, that's too bad. So as far as frequency is concerned, the BTMETER is a fail. It is continuity time in the Multimeter Nation. I have the standard default probes. Here we go. Hey, loud latched. I like it. Good stuff. Probe Masters, here we go. Awesome. Does not get better than that. 10 out of 10. Loud, latched, loving it. Groovy, baby. .8 dBA. This is the loudest continuity-wise multimeter I have yet to test. Awesome. High voltage mode is next. That's right, we're gonna pump 1000 volts DC into this little baby, and hopefully it's gonna survive. 3, 2, 1. Put the safety goggles on. Here we go. Approaching 1000 volts. And we get that high voltage alert. Let's bring it back down. So we get that high voltage alert when we exceed 1000 volts. Tells us we are in the danger zone, and it seems to have taken it without a hitch. Non-contact voltage detection is next. We'll start off with a standard USB cable. Let's see how sensitive this antenna is. And look at that. Good stuff. All right, let's go right to the power supply itself. Excellent. That's a pass. Standard AC current, 120 volts. Not a problem for the BT meter. Temperature mode right now, as you can see, we're setting at 20 degrees Celsius, and that is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. This has a built-in onboard sensor, so you do not need this if you just want the ambient temperature. Mind you, if you want to measure molten lava, perhaps a glacier coming off of the Arctic ice shelf, then you're going to need this. But otherwise, you're good to go. Wow, we really missed that backlight. Yeah, gosh, you know. Alrighty, we're going to look at diodes, starting off with our standard diode. Forward voltage drop, no worries there. Now on to the LEDs, light emitting diodes, starting off with the green LED. And yes, it is barely lit, and there are forward voltage drop, 1.8 volts, onto the yellow. Same thing, let's go to the red. No worries there. Mr. Blue, we love you at 2.5 volts. Finally, Mr. White. Nice and bright, 2.6 volts. 5 for 5 in the LED department. Looking good. Output voltage in diode mode, a solid 3.89 volts. One of the nice things about this non-auto-ranging meter is the fact that when we are in capacitance, it kind of acts like it's an auto-ranging meter. That's right, we have 100 millifarad setting, that's all. No need to play or toggle that dial while we're checking capacitors. Okay, remember this has a 100,000 microfarad capacitance, pretty darn good. One thing else I should point out as well is you have to make sure that your red test probe is over here in the capacitance setting, so you got to take it up a standard voltage input. Alrighty, here we go. Starting off with a 0.01 capacitor. 10.2 millifarad. Close enough. Alright, we're going to go up to a 47,000 microfarad capacitor. Here we go. See how fast this is. Alright, we've got the nice visual indicator telling us that it is thinking. We are now in millifarad mode, and there it goes, 42 millifarad. Awesome. Next up, it's the big boy, 100,000 microfarad. Here we go, 100 millifarad. It's thinking. It is now in millifarad range. Do we get a booyah? Do we get a booyah? There we go, 97, 99 millifarad. Sold. Good job. Threaded inserts to get into the battery housing, and it just comes off like that. From here you can see we've got the 9-volt battery. Now it's too bad they kind of used, well, to me it's a little cheaper way of doing things. Instead of having a nice housing that'll fit with those prong connectors onto the PCB, they've got that wire 9-volt connector. Now as well, we do have the 2 fuses, and that's supposed to be easy fuse access. They are a little recessed, as you can see, but really if you just take your screwdriver, bada boom, bada bada bang, comes out no problem. So kudos to BTMeter for thinking of easy fuse access. Now to get to the complete assembly, we've got a couple more screws here at the bottom. Let's get those out. Alrighty, here we go. And yeah, we just get out that connector. A little bit of a pain. Now mind you, most people will not be going this far into the meter because you do have that good fuse access. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so what do we see first of all? Yeah, no shielding. You know, let's give it one more boo. Come on guys, how hard is it? It's shielding, it's cheap, really. And it is effective. We're talking EMF can really alter a reading. Why is it so difficult to find on a multimeter? Anyway. Starting off with the input jacks themselves. Look at that. Nicely done. They're screwed in, nice little Phillips style screws with those fasteners at the bottom, and that is a pretty decent looking metal filament that they're using for the input jacks themselves. All in all, very nice. I like it. Over here we have that 20 amp current shunt, and as well in terms of the input protection on the current side of things, yeah, we have that one glass fuse. Now they're utilizing glass fuses in here, not ceramic, so that is kind of a downer. And they are kind of the small, insignificant type. But yeah, I would have preferred to see a ceramic style fuse, especially on the high current side of things. In terms of input protection for high current, the only other input protection we have is up here. We have our diode clamp going on. But that's it, that's all. On the milliamp side, 800 milliamp fuse, glass fuse, that's it, that's all. Rotary switch LED right here, that's what illuminates the dial when it gets dark out. And wow, take a look at that antenna. That is for the NCV non-contact voltage detection. Beauty! That is really, really sweet. It's taking the entire width of the assembly, and I like it. That's why we have such strong non-contact voltage detection. Good job. There's a small lip around the circumference of the meter for blast protection as well. Quality-wise, it looks fairly good. Not a whole lot to say in that department. A little bit of flux, a couple of places, but generally speaking, it is more on the clean and tidy side. All right, that's about it for the inside. I'm going to put this back together. Come back with my closing thoughts. Closing thoughts on the BTMeter BT-770S. Oh! Hit and miss. Unfortunately, more like miss. Yeah, they call it a new type digital multimeter, but there's really nothing new about it. Yeah, it's got a new name, but inside, internally, we've seen it all before. Positives are that it's fast to range, has a really good set of ranges, 100 millifarad, 60 mega ohm, and the frequency, unfortunately, 10 megahertz is great, but it doesn't get there. On the downside, and unfortunately, there's a lot more down. Yes, the frequency, once again, is a no-show. What happened? I have no idea. Fit and finish-wise, it's okay, but at this price range, I was expecting a bit more. And that's right, I didn't mention price yet. Yes, this is not a cheapo meter. This meter retails for 80 bucks Canadian. 80 bucks! That's around 60 bucks US. For that price, I was expecting a lot more. Look at the display. No, that was just a real downer. It wasn't bright, and it just did not feel high quality. Input-wise, it just did not have the protection that it should at that price point. It was lacking big time. Keep this guy out of the high voltage zone. The BT series BTMeter BT-770S gets a sad 2.5 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching this review, everybody. Till next time, keep on testing. We're approaching 1,000 subs. That's right, 1,000 subscribers. Wow, I can't believe it. To celebrate this awesomeness, I'm going to give away this multimeter. That's right, the 770S can be yours All you have to do is leave a comment below, say hi, bye, whatever. Just leave a comment, then you're automatically entered. Of course, you have to be a subscriber, but heck, I know you are anyway. And alright, there's going to be not one, but two winners. The other winner is going to win this awesome Japanese precision screwdriver set. So I'm picking two lucky winners to be part of the draw. Hey, good luck to everybody. See you soon.